What's going on, you guys? Random live stream. Talk about the fight. Get everybody's final prediction early. We don't want nobody jumping ship at the last minute. You already know who your boy Bushido got. You already know who your boy Bushido got. What's going on, Deshaun Thompson? I see you in the building early. Yeah. I'm gonna wait till some people get up in here real quick. Give me 1 second. All right, I'm back. So who you guys got winning this Saturday? Mr. Slim says Wilder. Deshaun says Wilder within four. That's right. That's what your boy Bushido got. I got Wilder in 4 rounds, but I'm satisfied either way. I'm really confident that, yeah, we don't play that shit, Mr. Slim. Own Legend got Fury in 6. Okay, I mean, hey, you riding with your boy. Own Legend, you mean, hey, I'm not mad at the British dudes from riding what they got. They supposed to. The British guys, they supposed to ride with Tyson Fury. I'm not mad at them. That's what they supposed to do. Yeah, but things that got pretty interesting. David Hayes came out and said that people counting out Wilder in this fight. He's not, and that pretty much that Tyson Fury ain't really been preparing for this fight. Yeah, I know. I know. I mean, hey, you riding with who you supposed to ride with, man. I'm not mad at you from riding with Fury, but just know this is it's coming to an end. Just know it's almost over, Mikey. It's almost over, Mikey. It's almost over, man. A lot of people was back and forth as to who they felt had the nervous energy in this press conference. A lot of Wilder fans were saying Fury was nervous. A lot of Fury fans said Wilder was nervous. I mean, this is just a back and forth thing, man. Tit for tat, back and forth. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we just need to get this show on the road. I'm just ready for this fight. Yeah, this is our own rival, own legend. This is our own rivalry, you know. But I think the London Bridge is falling down, man. I think a lot of the British fighters currently, even if you look at some of the MMA guys, um, they ain't been looking too hot. They ain't been looking too hot. So I don't know what's going on over there in the United Kingdom, but we gonna see if Tyson Fury can break. I mean, Tyson Fury breaking a lot of curses. I mean, he's going through. He put a lot of hexes on himself. You know, he's wearing the Versace robes, and you know, whether you believe that's real or not. I mean, let me just throw out the names of guys who wore Versace before their fight, and they end up getting stopped. Only one guy didn't get stopped from wearing Versace, but he still lost. Israel Adesanya lost against Jan. His first loss against Jan Blachowicz. He was wearing Versace and shit. Conor McGregor lost. Got stopped by Khabib and shit. Wearing Versace and shit. Who else? Jorge Masvidal got knocked the fuck out wearing Versace and shit. There's a few other guys that was wearing that shit and they got stopped and fucked up for wearing it. I don't know if it's real or not. I don't know. We gonna see if it happens to Tyson Fury. He's been really sporting the Versace shit. It sounds crazy, I know, but a lot of dudes, if you go on the internet, you see guys who are the conspiracy theorists. They see these fucking memes of these guys wearing Versace and they all got beat up. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. But what I do know is that a lot of people saying Fury ain't really prepared for this shit. Fury came back and said that, hey, that's bullshit, you know. But we go see. We taking full credit though. But there's no excuses. We taking full credit for this one. We don't care what kind of shape
Good
you
to
in.
see you. God
Yeah,
bless you.
we don't care what shape you in. We taking you how you come. This is it. I don't think Tyson Fury fans really believe he gonna win. Oh, I like Conor McGregor, own legend. I like Conor McGregor because he got he talk his shit, but he backs that shit up too. He'll get in there. He talk that shit, man. Anytime, anywhere type of guy. Like literally, like the dude is fucking nuts. I didn't like him before, but I like him now. I didn't like him before, but I like him now. Check this out.
Tyson, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. It was good to see you, mate. I appreciate you. Thank you. Have a good one. Appreciate it. That is the end of the show, everybody. Listen, we are going to send you back up to Andre Ward and Sean Porter, who are standing by, going to continue to give some analysis and everything that we just saw. Appreciate you all joining us, and stick with us for the rest of the television show. Thanks a lot. Big Dawson's getting annihilated.
Man, they went in on Fury, man. It's not like last time, but Bob Arum went off on that Katie chick. I'm sure you guys seen that. Bob Arum seems really agitated. He went off on old girl. I don't know why he necessarily went off. Maybe because she was kind of on. It seemed like she was kind of um, wilder, so to speak. Maybe he was feeling some type of way about that. Maybe he's just nervous about the whole situation in general. He gonna lose a lot of money if Tyson Fury gets his ass kicked. Yeah, man. He got real mad when let me move this out the way. He got real mad when she said let's face off. She might have forgotten. You know what I'm saying? And he was like, "This fucking bitch." Bob went off. Then he went off on Mike Cap. I mean, shit. Bob is nervous, man. What you so mad for, Bob? What is Bob so mad for? He like 100 years old. He was pissed. He was pissed that old girl said let's face off. Yeah, Bob Arum can't just go around here saying what the fuck he want. You know what I'm saying? He did that because she a Fox girl and she was kind of pro Wilder. It seemed like, you know, the whole situation was probably uncomfortable for Tyson Fury. Bob Arum saw it. Tyson Fury didn't want to sit down. He was moving around. A lot of people say that's nervous energy. I want to see him sit down so I can see some legs shaking, but he didn't want to sit down. So apparently he got some good legs ready for this fight this Saturday. His running legs is gonna be ready this Saturday. His running legs gonna be ready. He says media heads have no backbone. He said she was definitely pro Wilder. I mean, yeah. I mean, shit. Yeah, it did seem like she was pro Wilder. Bob was pissed off about it. I'm trying to find a clip so we could just troll on it and shit. Because he's too old to be fucking getting that mad like that. You know what I'm saying? Bob went off viciously. A dosser is another word for a bum. That's what a dosser is. It's a bum. Nobody was laughing. You know what I'm saying? That shit just really don't work here. It just don't work. Yeah, he popped off on Mike Capinger too. But Mike Capinger was doing good journalism. Honestly, if I'm honest, that's good journalism. But you see what happens when you do it, though, right? So imagine if I was out there on the field like I was originally going to be doing, and you know me, I'm going to ask some crazy, tough questions. I'm going to ask the good shit, and that'll happen to me. I wouldn't even be able to get that close. You know what I'm saying? They wouldn't even let me get that close. See, Mike Coppinger has it. He's kind of established. He's an ESPN guy. He can kind of, he got a little pull amongst the media in the media world. But if I was to go be trying to do some shit like that and come at Bob talking about you should have gave T.O. what he wanted, I wouldn't even been able to come to no fights ever again. I'd be blacklisted, all types of shit. Actually, I probably wouldn't even been able to even get that motherfucking close. Probably wouldn't even been able to get into the fucking event unless it was open to the public. He says Fury easy. How is it going to be easy though, man? You think a fight with Deontay Wilder is going to be easy? Deontay Wilder's really adamant on Fury cheating too, man. He don't care what people say about it. He is standing on that. He's like, man, you cheated. You're a cheater. He go keep saying it. He said he go keep saying it to his grave too. He truly believes Tyson Fury cheated him. He truly believes that. A guy like Wilder with strong conviction like he has, he truly believes that Tyson Fury cheated him. You know what I'm saying? He don't care what the people thinking about it or nothing. He said, this motherfucker cheated me. Motherfucker, I got a dent in the side of my motherfucking head. But you know what? I ain't going to say nothing. I'm going to see him Saturday. Because Malik Scott brought that up in one of the interviews about Wilder having a dent in the side of his head and shit. But we ain't going to talk about that no more. We going to move forward. We go it's get back time this Saturday. It's get back time this Saturday. There's no way Tyson Fury's beating this guy. I already put money that Wilder's winning. I already put some money down on Wilder winning. I'm super confident that Deontay. I'm so confident. Why this is almost like when I won big on Nate Diaz beating Conor McGregor years ago. I was certain that Nate Diaz was going to win that fight, and I was certain that Holly Holm was going to beat Ronda Rousey the way she did, and I won big on both of them fights. I am certain the same way for this fight. I am certain that Deontay Wilder is going to beat the fuck out of this dude. He might even end him early. If Tyson Fury comes out talking about a dog fight, he's going to get hurt. It's not going to be this same Wilder that had no legs in the first round. It's going to be a totally different guy. It's going to be a totally different guy. A much stronger. I mean, I can already picture how it's going to be. If Fury decides to bum rush Wilder and start, just fighting, fighting. He ain't really boxing anymore. He's just kind of just in there fighting. Wilder's going to fuck him up. And what Fury's going to do is he's going to feel one of them heat seekers. Wilder's going to be hitting his body. Heavyweights don't take body shots too much. Heavyweights don't really necessarily go to the body too often. He's going to be getting hit to the body, which is something that really don't happen to him too often. I think Otto Wallin mixed up some good body work on him, and that's why he had a lot of success. But Wilder mixes up the body work on him with the headshot. I mean, it's a fucking night. You gave a guy like Deontay Wilder, you put him in a position to where he had to rebuild himself and pull out all his weapons now. So now he's going to be probably working the body. He's going to be jabbing you, moving around, moving his head, all kinds of more shit to worry about amongst that right hand. The most lethal right hand in combat. This is a dangerous task. Hey, if Tyson Fury, I'm going to just say this right now. If Tyson Fury beats Deontay Wilder this weekend, he deserves all the credit in the world and more. Because this time I think it's going to be a different fight under normal circumstances. And if he's able to do it again, then I eat crow. All that shit. I'm not a hater. I'm not a sucker. If he comes out here and beats Wilder this weekend, I'm going to be on here right after the fight regardless. I mean, hey, I got to take my hat off to him. But I don't think he's going to get past this guy again. I don't think he's going to get past him. It's going to be, if he comes out here trying to bum rush Wilder, it's going to be ugly. If he comes out here trying to box Wilder, I think Malik Scott is good enough, got a good enough game plan to deal with Tyson Fury in his little boxing. Tyson Fury, really what he does is he does a lot of feints. He got a little herky and jerky style. So if he gets you on his tempo, then it's pretty much, it's over with. Wilder can't get caught in his tempo if it turns into that type of fight where Fury's running around the ring. I don't think it's gonna be. I don't know if Fury even is in shape to be running around the ring. You know what I'm saying? But if Wilder gets caught in his tempo, then that could be ugly. But I think Wilder's gonna be better prepared in this fight. He's been in the ring with the guy several times. He felt the most he's been in the worst situation he could have been in with this guy, and he's going into this fight. He has the mentality that this guy had to cheat to beat me. When he was cheating, he really didn't stop me, and I was at my worst, and he was at his best, and he still couldn't really keep me down. So I'm gonna come up in there. I'm not worried about his power. I'm gonna run right through him. Wilder shouldn't even be sitting there trying to box Fury or none of that. Come in there strong, hard jab to the body. Oh, just come at him hard. Don't play around. Don't worry about nothing he's doing. Come at him hard. And he tries to lay on you and lean on you, make him pay for it. Hit him in the fucking dick. Hit him in the back of the head. Make him fucking pay for that shit. Make him pay for that. This is going to be a dangerous fight for Tyson Fury, honestly. I think this is still a more dangerous fight for Fury than it is for Wilder. You gave a guy like that much time, so much time to where he channeled all that anger, and now he's just at a calm state. It would have been best for Fury to hop on Wilder right away, because Wilder still would have been he wouldn't have been as developed as he is now, possibly, and his mind state possibly wouldn't have been where it is now. It would have been best to hop on him then. But you gave him almost damn near 2 fucking years. An athlete like that. It spells recipe for disaster. So you already know who your boy Bushido got in this fight. You already know who I got. It ain't that. It's definitely not that. There's nothing behind it. What are you gonna do? Yeah, you can move around, but how long are you gonna do it? How could you survive 12 rounds with a fucking demon? A demon that's out to destroy. A demon that's out to destroy. Nobody knows what's going to really happen. But I know what's going to happen. This is inevitable. And like for the people that's on the Fury side, they're looking at it as a boxing match and all that bullshit. I ain't even looking at it as no fucking boxing match at all, and I haven't since the second fight happened. This is more than boxing for Team Wilder. This ain't about to be no motherfucking boxing match. This is about to be a fight. This is a real grudge match. No matter how jovial Fury may seem and his jokes, with all his nervous energy, Deontay Wilder has a bloodlust for this dude. And I'm proud of Wilder for being able to really keep his composure, because Fury did try to get under his skin at the press conference. He tried to get under his skin, but Wilder kept his composure and then let him do it. That's what Fury was trying to do, but it didn't work. So Wilder's at a good state mentally. If Fury had hopped on Wilder sooner, Wilder probably would have hopped up and did some crazy shit and blew the fight. But now he has so much time. He got his mind and his body right. This spells disaster for Tyson fucking Fury, who has been alleged to not been really taking this fight seriously. This is karma for this dude. And the people that's right with him go fall down with him. He lied to you guys. He lied to the boxing fans for months, telling everybody he's fighting AJ, just lying to everybody, just saying anything. Nobody holds him accountable for the shit that he say like they would for another fighter. The heavyweight champion of the world. He's supposed to be held to a certain standard, right? At least a certain standard. Don't be out here lying to everybody, you fucking clown. Deontay Wilder is very adamant on this dude cheating him in the fight. He's standing on it. He's repeating it. He's talking about it. He's letting everybody know, like, this dude cheated me, man. And I don't care how you fucking feel about it.
guilt.
I don't care how you feel about it.
It's guilt. The odds don't lie. You gotta cheat me just to beat me. That's how great I am. I'll show you how great I am. Come on, man.
Yep. See what the comments is saying. What's going on, everybody? Tony Usua, salute, bro. I see you. He said Wilder had a great career. So you be hating, bro. Terry Smoot, I see you. What's going on? He said, "Where's Andre Ward's call out fear for being white, bro?" Yeah, I'll be looking at Ward. I don't know, man. Like it's almost like they quick to call out Wilder on his shortcomings and what he needs to do, and you know what I'm saying. Like everybody really hard on Wilder, but when it comes to Fury, I mean, nobody says anything. Nobody says, well, you know, nobody's saying anything about the alleged rumors of him not really being prepared. Nobody's saying nothing about him getting his ass kicked in camp prior, which is the reason why they used the COVID card to pull out of the fight. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's saying nothing, but everybody want to talk about Wilder and if he's going to be able to transition his newfound dedication to the ring this Saturday. Everybody is all Wilder week. This is Wilder week. And for all you Wilder haters out there, Deontay Wilder is the reason why the heavyweight division is on fire. He is the reason why. Whether you love him or hate him, he's the reason why the heavyweight division is what it is today. Hands down, Deontay Wilder. And of course, everybody else has their part and their roles in the division as well. Tyson Fury is great for the division. He's great for boxing, honestly. You know, despite I'm not a fan of his tactics and all that dirty shit, but Anthony Joshua, you know what I'm saying? The division is nice. But then we got a guy like Wilder who's really providing that excitement, knockouts, what people really want to see. So imagine if we didn't even have a division where Wilder was no longer here. What would the division be at? Who would we be talking about? Nobody. Big Baby, he still got ways to go. F.A. Ajagba, we'll see. So who will we be talking about once Wilder leaves the division? Wilder said he's going to probably fight one more time. If he can get Usyk in there, he's gonna be undisputed. Then that's it for him. There's no more the Bronze Bomber. There's no more chicken legs. There's no more Bum Squad. There's no more Windmill Wilder. There's no more none of that for you guys. So who's next? Who's next if it wasn't for the Bronze Bomber? Who else is gonna bring you that excitement? Who else is gonna be that guy you like to just hate? Because you ain't gonna do it to AJ. You can't turn on Fury now. Luis Ortiz, he's going to be out the door soon. The Juggernaut Joe Joyce, he might be all UK has gotten left. Daniel Dubois, hey, we got to see if he get his confidence back. In America, Charles Martin, nobody, y'all don't care about him. He might could be something, but nobody really cares about him. Trevor Bryan, I mean, where's he at? What's the little Big Baby? Still growing. So once Wilder leaves, then who we gonna be talking about? Deontay Wilder reignited the heavyweight division in boxing, so you better appreciate him while he's still here. A fighter that's willing to go out on his shield. You know what I'm saying? Ain't gonna be looking for a way out. That type of shit. A real warrior, man. It might be too hard for people today. It might be a little too hard for people to digest today. Certain guys, you could believe them when they say they have that warrior spirit. Other guys, well, you can see it when they fight. Guys like Inoue, the monster, one of my favorite fighters. Warrior. Fought a whole fight with a broken orbital. Didn't look for a way out. None of that. Fought a whole fight and still won. Dropped him and everything. The guy was much bigger. And Onito Donaire. Another great. Warrior. You would have had to kill that guy to beat him. You would have had to knock him out to beat him. He had a broken orbital. We've seen guys quit that we considered some of the best in the world quit just from like, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, we got other guys that keep pushing forward. Billy Joe Saunders, he just quit on the stool. Could he have finished the fight with Canelo? Who knows? He probably could just pop the jab out and kept away from him. But he ain't had a will to fight. Tyson Fury is crazy. And I do believe he has the will to fight. Why? Because in the first fight, he got the fuck up like nothing happened. He got up like nothing happened and kept fighting. And then he got knocked out in the 12th round and came at Wilder even harder. So one thing I can't call Tyson Fury, despite his dirty tactics, I can't call him a well. Since he cheated, I can't call him that. But at the same time, the he's a fighter, and he might be the toughest guy UK has besides Josh Taylor. Josh Taylor's tough. Fought with a fucked up eye. Didn't look for a way out. Didn't quit. You know what I'm saying? Sanctus says Inoue is not from the UK. That's why, bro. Inoue is a monster for real. You broke his whole orbital, and he's up in here still fighting you for like 25 minutes. Like this dude, he's a monster. He said GGG got robbed. Man, GGG kind of deserved it. But GGG was going up against corruption too. Bro, Horse, salute. He said he won't get up this time. Nah, he ain't getting up, bro. Salute, Wayne Hennessy. I see you in the building. No, I don't think Fury's getting up this time, man. It's going to be a really hard fight for him. The way I see it is, Tyson Fury, I don't really know if he's confident as he's displaying. I don't think he is. I mean, why would you be? You know what I'm saying? I ain't shaming him for being intimidated or afraid to fight Wilder. I'm not. But it'll be bad for him to try to fight this dude for 12 rounds. It'll be bad for him. It'll be really, really bad for him. Deontay Wilder looks stronger than ever. He looks stronger and more focused than ever. So going 12 rounds is career threatening, if you ask me. Him getting knocked out in the first round may be the best case scenario for him. Brazil style. But then we seen what happened to Brazil. When Wilder beats these guys, they really never the same. We seen what happened to Brazil after he fought Wilder. He's a shot fighter now. Like literally a shot fighter. Bermain Stavern was just never the same after the Wilder fight. Like they're never the same after that. So it's just really a dangerous fight, period. That's a dangerous fight for Fury, own legend. You better be praying for your boy. He may not fight again after this shit, dude. If it goes out how your boy Bushido is predicting it's gonna go, Fury may not fight again after this shit, man. Wilder he may not. If he does, he may not be the same. He better not hope his orbital gets broke. You know what I'm saying? They probably gonna have special different gloves. The gloves go probably be all like, you know what I'm saying? Fury, he's already not a really big puncher. So his best hope in this fight, if you ask me, is to really try to roughhouse Wilder and try to hope something happens from that and hope Wilder, hope he's able to really bully and push Wilder around without the horse tranquilizer this time. I don't know if that's gonna be the case. I don't know if that's gonna be the case at all. And even still, when he's pushing down on Wilder's head and shit like that, like he likes to do, Wilder could just whip that hand to the body or even hit him in the dick. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? I don't condone low blowing and shit, but in this type of fight, I say go for whatever works. Actually hit him with that right hand right in the dick and act like it was an accident. How about that? Punch him in the solar plexus with a nuclear right hand. Will he be able to withstand that? Without pissing blood later? From a puncher? From a puncher? Nobody told me how Fury's going to beat him. Yeah, Sanctus. You're right. They discredit Ortiz just to discredit Wilder, bro. You know what I'm saying? And this is why I don't like that shit, bro. Ortiz was a really fucking good win for Deontay Wilder. That was a great win for him. And now he not only did it once, he gave that guy a second chance to do it again. Dangerous fucking fight for no reason. He got no credit from it. Dillian White got more credit from getting knocked out by Povetkin than Wilder did from beating Ortiz 2 times. And this is just amongst the mass boxing public. They tried to really downplay the Ortiz victory, bro. That was a really good win for a guy like Wilder. I mean, he beat a Cuban boxer, bro. The Cubans are some of the toughest guys for Black American fighters, man. And Wilder beat that dude 2 fucking times, but no, we ain't gonna give him credit. He was just old. That's why I said boxing fans ain't shit. That was a good win for a guy like Wilder who started boxing late that can't fight. Excellent victory. Fight that he could have lost. Would AJ had to beat Ortiz? I don't even think so. AJ can't even beat fucking cruiserweights. And then in the second fight, he had it his way against Ruiz again, and Ruiz was fat, so that was Ruiz's fault. But AJ had it his way. Like, it's different. I want to see AJ fight Ortiz or somebody. I want to see somebody else fight Ortiz. Nah, nobody don't want to fight him. Joe Joyce is about to be fighting him, though, probably. On Tank David Roley undercard. That's where, so be looking out for that. Joe Joyce and Luis Ortiz. I think that's a great fight. I like both of those dudes. So, may the best man win, man. I think Joe Joyce I think he's on the roll right now, though. Yeah. He says we win as fans. Yeah. That's a good answer. Because despite who you got winning in this fight, or who you with, Team Wilder, Team Fury, this is a good storyline for boxing. This gave us something to talk about for months. You know what I'm saying? Like this is a good narrative, good story for boxing, good storyline for boxing. Now it's about to come to an end with a third fight. I mean, what more could you ask for? First fight was a draw. Fury gets the second fight, and now we about to end this once for all. I mean, naturally it sounds right to have another one to break the tie, but I think this chapter needs to be closed because it's getting really, toxic and shit. So they need to close this chapter once and for all, so we can see who's truly the best heavyweight. I do think Deontay Wilder deserves the title of the best heavyweight if he beats Fury. Because early on, I always felt, before any of this started, back when I was a Fury fan, I always felt that Fury would have been Wilder's toughest fight. I always felt that. But things could change. Salute to Exclusive News Insider for the super chat. He says, my brother Bushido, salute family. Salute, bro. Salute, man. Much love. Thank you for the super chat, man. But this has been a good storyline for boxing, no matter who you're rolling with, Wilder or Fury. This has been a hell of a ride. This is what your boy Bushido likes. I like shit like this. And now we getting a fight to close out the chapter. See, we didn't even get this with Crawford and Spence. We didn't even get the fight. We didn't get the fight to where at the end we could just shake hands as fans, like, all right, man, your boy did good. He got us. You know what I'm saying? Oh, yeah, man, good job. Nah, it didn't happen, but this happened. 3 different times Wilder and Fury fought each other before we even got one Crawford Spence, man. So for that, I got to take my head off to Fury. He could have played the game, milked the system in the UK, and beat up on turkeys over there. But he came for the Bronze Bomber. Bronze Bomber said, hey, look, man, get your ass up off the couch. I'll give you a shot. Get up in the ring. You know. He gave Fury opportunity. Unfortunately, Fury came into the fight with bad intentions. And here we are today. I believe karma is real. I believe when you do wrong to people, it will come back to you. Especially when somebody did right by you. Wilder didn't even have to go anywhere near Fury. He could have just stayed headstrong on AJ and did whatever the fuck he wanted to do. Boy, he went for Fury. Gave him an opportunity to feed his family, get his shit together, get up out the hole he dug himself in. And this is how Fury did him. He's essentially Wilder feels like he's been stabbed in the back. Because him and Fury was cool. They hung out and party and everything prior to this whole rivalry started. They was like cool. He thought Fury was a cool dude. But see, that's that Southern gullible. Southerners tend to be a little bit more gullible. They're really hospitable, nice people. Southerners, for the people who don't know, salute to my boy YSM Sports Media in the building. Y'all go subscribe to my boy YSM Sports Media. He says October 9th is Judgment Day. Water in 6. Yes. Yes, it's Judgment Day, man. But back to what I was saying. Dude did right by you, gave you an opportunity. He feels like you stabbed him in the back by cheating him. You know. So now you got to answer to this shit. You tried to get away from it. You know, you tried to manipulate the fans and the public by saying, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Wilder's a non-factor. He let the contract expire. He said all this and that. And now he still has to fight this guy anyway. He has to fight a guy that gave him an opportunity, that really looked out for him, if you ask me. And if you take away all the bullshit, from a boxing brotherhood standpoint, Wilder did what he was supposed to do. Right? Like in boxing today, fighters will not give a fighter an opportunity just so they can't eat. But back in the day, fighters had to fight each other. Why? Because that's how we eat. So we gotta fight each other. You my boy, but man, we gotta fight, bro. You know what I'm saying? So from a boxing brotherhood standpoint, Wilder did what he's supposed to do for guys like Fury, guys like Ortiz. You know what I'm saying? But that shit backfired on his ass. Fury wasn't a cherry pick. I mean, Fury was considered the best heavyweight. So now we're calling Tyson Fury a cherry pick. I mean, I felt that Tyson Fury would have always been a tough matchup for Wilder, but now I feel different. I think as time went on, Fury probably aged a lot faster than Wilder. Fury looks like he aged quite a bit. A guy like Fury, and I said this before, a guy like Tyson Fury, while he may have the fighting background and the IQ, he should have been taking care of himself, living a healthy lifestyle, staying disciplined, staying focused. Why? Because a guy like him will age faster than a guy like Wilder, who also started in the sport late, who probably don't have as much wear and tear on him, who's a naturally gifted athlete. Fury should have been taking care of himself. And now I don't think I think this fight is going to look totally different from the other two fights. One thing I noticed about Fury too, and this is if he decides to come out and do the boxing approach. One thing he don't do is make you miss and make you pay. He's not like a Floyd Mayweather, where if you make a mistake, he's going to make you pay. And these guys all hesitant to throw. Fury's a dude, he's going to be sitting there dodging all the punches you throwing like a Dragon Ball character. And he's not necessarily going to throw anything in return. He has to like reset. I'm sure Malik picked up on all this shit. If he's been doing a film study, I'm sure he picked up on all this shit if I did. Tyson Fury, he doesn't make you miss and make you pay. He can make you miss. So Tyson Fury, man, his really best chance in this fight, the way I see it, is if he mauls and really makes it a really rough and ugly fight. He's gonna have to make it really rough and ugly. Because him trying to box Wilder, I don't know if that's a good idea. He still might get caught with some shit. He'll still get caught with some shit. If he's getting caught by guys like F.A. Ajagba and Baby Anderson, what do you think a ferocious Bronze Bomber is gonna do? Sanctor says, I felt Fury outboxed Wilder in the first fight, but he left that fight feeling like he got totally brutally hurt. Made sure to rematch that advantage. But I mean, yeah, he was fucked up after that first fight. His face was all toe up. And even though it looked like Wilder missed a lot in that fight, Fury's face was fucked up. So whatever Wilder did hit him with, goddamn, And Wilder was headhunting. Wilder looked terrible in that fight, like I said before. I'm not gonna sit here and act like Wilder was perfect. Wilder, that fight was very winnable for him, but he came out like just all emotional, just crazy. And Fury just had his way with him. Fury wasn't doing much. He wasn't really doing much, but Fury's really good at making it look like he's doing more than what he's doing. He's really good at manipulating what's going on in the ring. He's an excellent ring general, honestly. A lot of the shit he do, you won't see. And he's big as a giant, and you still won't see him do the shit that he be doing. But now that the spotlight is really on him, I'm gonna be really looking, see if I can catch this shit live if he tries to do anything dirty. Because watching the fight live, you really just you didn't see it. You know what I'm saying? You just saw Wilder getting mollywopped around the ring. He was like, oh my God. Damone Daniels, salute for the $5 super chat. He says, no more side of the street garbage. Too many instances of promoters working together. No more ducking in boxing. No more excuses across boxing. Facts, bro. All fucking day, bro. This side of the street, this street that Spence built has just got fucking paved up. The jackhammer came and dug that shit the fuck up, and we putting grass and shit right there so everybody can fucking sit there and sing Kumbaya. The Spence put up streets in boxing. Sean Porter walked across the motherfucker. Tyson Fury been walking across the motherfucker. So there's no more of that shit. So when Spence comes back and that civil war starts back up again, once Crawford beats Porter, there's no more streets. There's only smoke. It's only smoke. I'm not hearing nothing else. It's been 3 years, and we got Wilder and Fury 3 was supposed to been happen. It's still happening before we even got anything close to a Crawford Spence fight. And this is probably a bigger fight than that one at this point. Just because of the money these guys make and the popularity that they gained over the years from staying just in the public, fighting, just names attached to each other. But these niggas, so goddamn cocky and arrogant, they don't want their names attached to each other and shit. Motherfucker, this is how you make millions. God, boy, I swear, man, these dudes need never mind. Salute to my boy D-Lo 44 Box in the building. He says facts, but Spence didn't build that street, fam. Who built the street? Because he said it. He on the wrong side of the street. And that's when that shit started, man. He should have got that shit copyrighted and patented. He said conjured that lame. Man, he conjured that up, bro. He was feeling himself. Ephraim Brown said, who do you think won the mental battle at the presser? I believe Wilder surprisingly won. I think he lost the other ones for sure. And I wasn't expect Wilder to have the gift of gab over Fury or out-talk him. But he handled himself well and not letting Fury get under his skin. And he seemed to be calm and at ease, despite everything. So I think Wilder won, man. I sense nervous energy from Fury. He didn't want to sit down. You know what I'm saying? So if we had to see him sit down, we would have been seeing how nervous he really was. See if his legs were shaking. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's hard to, when you sitting down and you nervous, it's hard to stop shaking if you're nervous. But if you standing up, you can kind of move around and, So Fury, I wouldn't blame him if he was. You got people in the crowd calling you a cheater and shit. You got people in the crowd calling you a cheater. You got people calling you a crackhead, all types of shit. They was coming for Fury, man. They was coming for him. Let me see if this is going to play. This should be laggy. StreamYard need to get their shit together. Yeah, they need to get their shit together, dude. I ain't about to get this shit no more. I'm about to go to something else. But this shit don't even be working.
It's good to see you. God bless you.
Oh, yeah.
Tyson, I appreciate you. Thank you very much. It was good to see you, mate. I appreciate you. Thank you.
She is still laggy.
Have a good one. That is the end of the show, everybody. Listen, we are going to send you back up to Andre Ward and Sean Porter, who are standing by, going to continue to give appreciate you all joining us and stick with us for the rest of the television show. Thanks a lot.
Big Doss is getting annihilated.
Oh man, they was coming for your boy, Own Legend. They was coming for him, man. Saul. They was coming for him, man. Yeah, Wilder kept good frame. I did sense that Fury was kind of getting under his skin a little bit, though. I honestly felt that. I felt that Fury was kind of getting to him, but Wilder kept cool. Was like, nah. You know what I'm saying? It'll be hard for you to keep your composure with a guy like Fury. Really, really hard. I think Wilder already won the first battle. Well, we still got the weigh-ins too, and I don't know if they probably won't do a face-off. They probably won't even do a face-off again. We seen what Bob said to Kate. You know what I'm saying? They mad at Kate because Kate with the American side. She's a British chick, but she with the American team. You know what I'm saying? So Bob is mad at her. You know, broad, fuck her and fuck them. Little as hell. Bob every bit of 5'3", 5'5", screaming and yelling. 1,000 years old. Mr. Burns over here screaming because the pretty chick from the UK said, "Let's have a face-off." She probably forgot. It probably was really the pressure being on that stage probably was really thick between those two guys. You could feel the tension. Sometimes you can just feel the tension when you come in a room and you can cut it with a fucking knife type shit. That's probably what she felt. She probably wasn't even thinking. She said face off because probably that's routine for her. Bob went off on a tangent. Bob Arum can't be just coming around out saying whatever the fuck he wants. You know what I'm saying? Plus, old girl, she fucking sexy as a motherfucker. So, I mean, shit. He said Bob is like a womble. He said, no, that was boxer fan, Saul, calling Fury out, man. Salute to Cooking with Serve. I see you. Tyson wasn't cool, man. He wasn't cool, Saul. He's a good bullshitter, man. He was nervous as a motherfucker. He should have sat down then. Wilder should have told him to have a seat. That's what Wilder should have did. Wilder should have been like, come on and have a seat. Tell us how you really feel. He never denied the cheating allegations neither. Remember, he came out and said that, Fury never, actually nobody, whether it's Mark Breland, anybody from that camp, Ben Davis, they never denied anything. They never truly denied anything. But that's cool. We moving forward with that. We got this fight coming up Saturday. This Saturday. Salute to Damone Daniels. He said Kate's ugly. What? Hold up. Salute to Damone Daniels for the super chat. He says PBC and Top Rank are doing a lot of business. Man, that's good for boxing, bro. That's good for boxing. PBC and Top Rank, y'all got to do business. You gonna have to at a certain point. This in-house stuff gets dry and dull. The in-house gets dry and dull when you ain't got everybody you need. So sometimes you may have to do a cross-promotion fight or let one of your guys go over there and take their chance. That's just what it is. It's for the better of the sport. And that's why UFC does so well, because they put money back into the sport. Boxing don't necessarily do that. There's too many people hands in it. Wait, what? He said Kate ugly. Who said hey? Oh, yeah. Wilder do got a good-looking chick, bro. For sure. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Yeah, Mr. Burns, YSM. Bob was yelling like Mr. Burns. He said Kate ugly. Who said Kate is ugly? I haven't. Her accent, she real sexy though. Her accent is crazy sexy though. Crazy sexy. Yeah, Bob is a grumpy old man, but Bob probably got a lot of stories to tell. I won't mind sitting back blowing back with Bob. You know what I'm saying? He probably got tons of stories. You know them old dudes be remembering all types of crazy shit from like years and years ago. I'm like, how you even remember that? Do you like 1,000? So it'd probably be cool to sit there and just talk to Bob. He probably got so many stories about boxing. He's been around longer than anybody in boxing today that's alive. You know what I'm saying? He said Ugas has the prettiest chick in the game. She's stout. I give her that. She's stout. Who got a hot chick though? Let me think about that real quick. I know Wilder's chick is bad. Uh, but who else got a good looking girl? Hmm. Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, Kate is sexy, bro. Nah, Ugas chick is nice though. I'm trying to think who else got him. Shit, I can't think of nothing. What? I knew somebody was gonna say Crawford. I knew it. I knew somebody was gonna say Bud. Because his girl stands out more than anybody else's because she's the big girl. Hey, but Bud is a real one though, man. Most dudes, yeah, Spence girl bad too, bro. But most dudes, this is how you know Bud is a loyal guy. Because most dudes, once they reach a certain status, man, they go get some of the baddest. You know what I'm saying? You making millions. You're not about to be walking around with a big girl, but Bud is. But she a cute big girl though. I ain't gonna lie, Bud's girl look good though. She's a big girl, but she cute. Real pretty. Real pretty big girl. Are you talking about Crawford's sister? Berlanga girl nice too. Yeah. Yeah, YSM. Yep. Errol Spence girl, hey. Hey, I like her. Let me stop, man. Hey, Spence girl, hey. He says Fury by stoppage. We'll see. I don't think Fury's gonna be able to do it again. He's not a stoppage guy. That shit with Wilder was a fluke. Lightning don't strike twice in the same spot like that, bro. I'm trying to think. Kayla Plant, Jordan Plant, yeah, she look good. Good looking skinny chick. Yeah, Bud hold his girl down, man. You know what I'm saying? Bud holds his girl down. So you gotta respect that. I seen a while back dudes was talking about fighters like girls, and they was coming hard on Bud's girl. I'm just shaking my head like, man, that just shows you what kind of character Crawford has. Because um, most guys that once they reach a high status, they go for the baddies, the girls they probably couldn't get when they was broke. But Crawford, he's staying loyal to the woman that stay loyal to him. So you just gotta leave that alone. Tank, Tank ain't got no chick right now, man. Tank ain't got no chick right now. I don't think shit. What that one chick that Floyd was alleged? I don't know. I don't really keep up with all that too much. But I remember they had like a little thing, and Floyd was mad at him or something for messing with one of his little side pieces or something like that. I don't know. But yeah, this should be a good fight. This has been a really good. Oh shit! Salute to my man Obsidian and Lion the Cold Keeper for the $20 super chat. He says, support your hard work. Black Boxing Media. Sean Porter has been talking very tough lately. Is it cap or can he back it up? Yeah, I seen where, and so, thank you for the donation, bro. But I seen what Sean said he's gonna knock him out. I mean, Sean, he has to believe in himself. You know what I'm saying? He has, even if us fans think it's cap, he has to come out and say that shit to believe in himself because he's in there with a monster. Terrence Crawford is a tough fight. It's a tough fight. So I mean, but him saying he gonna knock Bud out, man, maybe it's to try to help sell the fight, et cetera, et cetera. You know, because Crawford ain't gonna come out and say nothing. He's just gonna be in the gym working. And actually, I seen a picture of Crawford training with a Sean Porter clone. Dude was stocky like Sean. You know what I'm saying? He was built just like Sean Porter. So Bud's getting that good work. A guy that could probably duplicate, replicate, imitate Sean Porter. But could you find a guy that can duplicate, replicate, imitate Terrence Crawford? Ooh, excuse me. Could you find a guy that can fight like Bud? I don't know. That's gonna be tough to find. You know what I'm saying? But you can find a Sean Porter guy, and he seems to have found one. Damone Daniels, salute for the super chat. He says, "What are your thoughts on Mr. Duck himself, Ryan?" I think Ryan, and me being a former supporter of Ryan, I was really rooting for Ryan to follow through the things that he was saying because we need that energy in boxing. But man, he ended up being really what everybody said he was: an Instagram fighter, a bullshitter, man. Do I believe the MIA excuse? Nah, man, because now Tiafimo's using it. Like these guys use that for sympathy points from fans because fans fall for that stuff nowadays. I think it's disrespectful to the people that's really going through it. You know what I'm saying? Guys like Emma Williams, you know, I think it's bullshit that these guys using these mental illness excuses. And honestly, I'm not really for it, bro. To be honest with you, I'm a little hard. But when I look at, I don't really want to compare lives, but I mean, a lot of these guys are well off, and I know money's not everything. But a guy like me, who's went through a lot in life and still trying to, you know what I'm saying, make something, man, I'm pushing forward. I'm not looking at no suicidal thoughts or no mental lapses and nothing. I got to keep pushing forward. There's none of that shit with Bushido. I got to keep pushing forward. I got people riding on me. I can't be showing no weakness, even though I don't, you know what I'm saying? And as a man in this world, you know, nobody gives a fuck. You know what I'm saying? But these guys be out here using those little excuses for sympathy and shit, man. So I'm not really for it. Ryan Garcia's fighting Jojo Diaz. If Jojo Diaz comes into that fight and lays down or just it don't, I expected Jojo Diaz to me is a fighter who almost like a guy who, I mean, he's good. You know what I'm saying? And if Ryan comes out here and just, if it looks like that Dono fight, then I'm gonna be scratching my head as to like what's going on. Was the fix in? Is this the reason why they fed him to Ryan? You know, because JoJo got a few good wins under his belt. A guy that Ryan was supposed to beat in Javier Fortuna. He didn't fight him. JoJo took care of that for him. JoJo was talking about fighting Dad, but Oscar said, no, I'll give you this amount of money to fight Ryan. So I'm going to go feed you to Ryan. Why don't you go ahead and lay down for him? We'll give you a little extra. Shit like that, bro. I'm not falling for it, bro. Because Ryan Garcia is a guy that they're not going to really put in a situation to where he can't win. Oscar's not going to do that, and he showed us that now. I thought Oscar was about to smoke, but nah. When he came out and said that Devin Haney hadn't been promoted right and shit, that let me know everything I need to know. They're not about to be putting Ryan in there with nobody. Oh, speaking of Boots, I'm glad you said something about Boots cooking with Sir. Boots also came out and said that he got Wilder knocking out Fury. Salute to my boy YSM Sports Media for the interview. Y'all go subscribe to my boy YSM Sports Media. He's the Boots man. He got the interview on his channel. Go check him out. YSM Sports Media. Boots will be good work for Sean for Bud. But Boots is preparing for his own fight. And plus, you know, they're in the same division. I don't know if that's, I don't know if that's really a good idea. But Boots is the closest thing to a Crawford. And I think Boots will be able to imitate, emulate, replicate a Terrence Crawford. I think he could do it. Just because he's a switch hitter and he's really dynamic. And he seemed like a guy that can kind of just do anything in there. Kind of similar to Crawford. Probably even more so than Crawford, honestly. But yeah, that was the answer to that question about Ryan. Oh, Ward and Dawson, yeah, D-Lo. Yeah, I mean, Ward holds his girl down too. I mean, they like high school sweethearts, shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Some dudes hold their girls down, man. You know what I'm saying? Other dudes, may have not been that fortunate enough to have somebody that they may have felt loyal to them to hold them down and to take her on to the next chapter of their life together. You know what I'm saying? Miguel Cotto got him a real one. Boxing wives. Pacquiao got him a good one. Boxing wife. They know how to stay out the way. I'm not necessarily sure if Wilder's wife or girlfriend, fiance, whatever, is a boxing wife. She's around a little too much. He better be leaving her alone. Oh shit! Somebody out here fighting. Oh shit! Yeah, boxing wife. Pacquiao has a boxing wife. You know what I'm saying? She knows how to stay out the way. You know, Bud's girl. I'm sure she's a boxing wife. She knows how to stay out the way. Why? Because they've been together with them dudes before they even had money. When they were still trying to make it, so they learned over the years how to become boxing wives. So this is why I say things like, and I know this went off a little bit off topic, but this is why I question Shakur Stevenson when I say shit like, I hope he ain't, that girl ain't really fucking him up, because let's be honest, she's not a boxing chick. And he's gonna be trying to keep up with her. She's a little rapper chick, cute little rapper chick. Dude's gonna be flirting with her. He probably be all checking that shit, too distracted by her. Jameer here and come out here and beat his ass because he too distracted by that pretty ass girl. He should have just kept the regular average Mexican girl. But we see that didn't last. You know what I'm saying? He moved on to something better. He got more money, more fame, and he got him a little rapper chick now. You know what I'm saying? He didn't stay with the little boxing chick that he was with in the amateurs and shit like that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I got Wilder winning this weekend. I think that, and this is my last video, pretty much talking about it until the actual fight day, because I got enough Wilder Fury videos. But I got Wilder winning this fight. I'm confident Wilder's going to get the job done. I've never been so sure about a fight like this, a fight where the guy who in the fight previously lost the way he did. I've never been so sure going to a third fight that guy was going to win. I do think Deontay Wilder is going to be totally different for Fury. It may really be Wilder in 4, like I've been predicting all this time. But the way I betted on this fight, I'm covered every which way. So no matter where it ends, I'm gonna still win. But I got Wilder winning this fight by knockout within 4. But I don't think it. But if it does go past 4, I don't think it goes past 7 or 8 rounds. I don't think it go past that. And if this is like a dog fight, like Fury proclaims it's going to be, it may be even a short night. I think that's Fury's way of just kind of getting out of there. Like, you know what? I'm not about to be up in here boxing with this fucking monster. You know what I'm saying? He's pissed off at me. He hits hard as fuck. I won't even know when he hits me. So I'm just coming at this guy, balls to the wall, let my nuts hang, and I'm going to try to go for the gusto early. And if he knocks me out, so fucking be it. Because if you go on 12 rounds with a guy like Wilder again, I don't know if Fury can do 12 rounds with Wilder again like he did in the first fight. I don't know if it's going to be the same type of fight. I think Malik Scott is a better coach for Deontay. I think that Mark Breland has somewhat gotten stale over the years to the point where they didn't really have no connection. He was just in it for the ride. But I do think Malik Scott is a really, he can hear Malik. Malik is actually able to put on the pads and actually able to do work. So there's a big difference. I think Malik Scott is a really good coach for Wilder. And we go see what happens. I think they prepared. I think they ready. I think they're ready as they can be. I mean, they had a lot of time, 3 training camps to prepare for this dude. Tyson Fury should have been taking advantage of that time. He wasn't taking advantage of that time. He was too busy. Yes, I did get your super chat, Obsidian Line Code Keeper. Wait, I got yeah, they don't show it no more. Like Facebook, YouTube takes it down after a while. This one, supporting your hard work, Black Box Minute. Yep, I asked a question. But the Sean Porter one. Yeah, thanks again, bro. Appreciate you. But All right, see your own legends, man. Take it easy. You say you got Malik throwing in towel. Malik ain't about to throw in no towel, bro. Malik already said he is not throwing in a towel in this fight. He's not. He's not throwing in a towel. He's not doing it. So there's no easy way out for Fury, man. He got to deal with Wilder every which way. You know what I'm saying? He got to deal with this dude. There's no running. There's no hiding. You know, you got to deal with him this time. They onto your tricks. They probably gonna be watching the shot of your gloves. You probably can't wear the gloves you want to wear. All types of shit. Fury gonna have to fight this guy straight up. And that's why I said I'll give him credit if he wins. Because I believe this one will be a straight up fight. He says, how do you learn from someone? See, what you mean, how do you learn from someone you beat? Malik Scott is a student of the game. Wilder isn't necessarily a student of the game. Malik Scott's been boxing his whole life. Wilder hasn't. Wilder may be the better athlete. He may have certain things that Malik Scott didn't have that would have enabled him to be a champion like Wilder. But what he do have is the mentality, the IQ, the knowledge, the ability to explain, the ability to hype up, the ability to really put things together for Deontay. That's what it seems like what Malik is good for. So yeah, and it really shows a lot of humility from Wilder to have a guy train him, even though that's like his brother anyway. But had the guy you beat in a fight train you, if that's not humble, I don't know what is. If that's not humbling yourself, I don't know what is. Lee Scott seemed like a better fit for Wilder. Mark Breland wasn't really doing nothing but the 1-2. And Wilder was doing the 1-2. He was doing the 1-2. But we're going to see. I think this fight really depends. And I'm certain Wilder's going to win. But I think all this, because, you know, everything's been about Wilder. This fight is determined on what Wilder does. I think it all is all on Wilder. Is he going to be able to come out and implement the things that he's been learning for the past 2 years, or not even learning, but the things that he's been drilling for the past 2 years? Is he going to be able to do it under the spotlight this time? Because in both of those fights, well, most particularly the first fight, Wilder just didn't seem like he was settled. He seemed anxious. He seemed like he was too caught up into the moment. But you live and you learn, right? We're going to see if he learned from all these mistakes that he has made, despite the cheating allegations. We're going to see if the Bronze Bomber comes out and does what he needs to do to beat a guy like Tyson Fury. And we're going to see if Tyson Fury can come out and beat the Bronze Bomber now with the spotlight on him. Either way, I think this has been a really good storyline for boxing fans. This has been a really good storyline for boxing fans. It gave us something to talk about for some years. And, I mean, this is what it's about. You know, and we finally get to close this chapter this Saturday. Salute to everybody in the building. Thank you guys for stopping in. Hit that like button for your boy on your way out, and peace out.